What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Had to get this seat right. I promise you guys, I had something big in the works, and it came to fruition. Now, unbeknown to you guys, when I make a lot of these videos, I get contacted by a lot of different people who this story either touched or have direct involvement with, whether it's a family member or somebody, a family member of the victim. People contact me a lot. A lot of times, the phone calls, and the information is confidential. And I pride myself in being honest with people. Some people like what I say, other people don't like what I say, and that's okay. I'm just a guy on here reporting on videos, but I will tell you this. It's very good when we can come to a common understanding and people want to tell their story being related or being a part of a video I did or will do in the future. I applaud that. I have no problem reaching out to people. I have no problem receiving information from people and getting to know people to understand why tragedies happen, like the videos I do. It takes a lot of courage to contact someone that says positive or negative things about somebody that you may know and love, or speak, about something that was horrific that you had to go through concerning a loved one. The reason why I bring this up, guys, is ever since I did that story yesterday of the 6-month-old baby that was abused at a New Orleans daycare center. Her name is Harper Vinning. I didn't mention that in the story yesterday. This story really bothered me, guys. And those that know me close that are on here, some of my subscribers, I don't like dealing with stuff like this, but stories like this have to be told. There has to be a voice for victims that are not even old enough to speak. Through my emotion and a lot of stuff I've been through in my life, I speak to the victims on these videos. And I don't mean it to sound self-righteous, but pain and suffering, despair, that's universal. And that's something that affects everybody, as well as depression and other things. Guys, I had the pleasure, after doing some digging, and the reason why I said that this whole thing I couldn't sleep yesterday, just really thinking about this. And this bothered me. Just the fact that a child cannot defend themselves and somebody helplessly do this to them without any regard that you're hurting another human being is beyond me. And then a woman at that. This is what happened, guys. It bothered me so much. I got up this morning while I was out there doing my work with my business. I was digging, I was doing some research, I was trying to get in contact with some people, and I lucked up. Going through different avenues and connecting with different people that would direct me in the right way, I wound up getting an exclusive interview with this man right here. You know who this is? This guy right here is Harold Porter, 40 years old. He is the father of said Harper Vinning, the baby that was burned. And guys, I got to tell you something. And I'm going to keep it dead honest with you. You know how I do on here. This dude right here is a straight arrow. I respect this man. Not only for what he went through, the composure he had on the phone when he talked to me, because we talked several times a day. It probably came up to about 2.5 hours. Just random conversation. Just getting to know who he was and having him get to know me. We had a lot of commonalities. We both good people. He spoke highly of Harper's mom. Good people. Still bad things happen to them. This man is going through it, guys. Mr. Porter's going through it. He says sometimes he wake up with nightmares. Sometimes he finds himself having panic attacks, and it's really bothering him that he couldn't protect his child. He was not there. And what did I tell y'all? I told y'all that this man has never seen one of my videos until today. And he gave me hella props. Sir, I'm glad I represented you, your daughter's mother, and the story in a positive light. And that, guys, is why I do this. I care. I mean, this stuff bothers me sometimes. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to do these stories. A lot of people say, that was depressing what you do. Who else gonna do it? How the problem gonna get fixed, man? How it's gonna get fixed? I don't desensitize myself to the suffering of people. I don't. I don't know how I got on this journey, but I'm on it. I'm just too far to go back. I care about each and every one of you guys, those that support me and those who do not. You got a heart beating in your chest and you're trying to do the right things in life and you want to be a good person. I'm riding. What's wrong with that? Huh? What's wrong with that? This man suffered. Harper's mother suffered. Harper really suffered. She needs justice. The woman that did this, I don't have her age. Her name is Victoria Suter. I showed her yesterday. I will not show her again. Guys, some of the stuff I said in that video, just thinking about it, was true. I'm going to detail some of the highlights. Well, they're not highlights, but what me and Mr. Porter talked about with his permission. Let's go from the beginning. This man works for an electrical contractor. Very professional job. Speaks well. You can see he's about business. The man was at work. Said he got a call from his daughter's mother. She was screaming at the top of her lungs, going crazy. Guys, she had Harper in the car, taking her to the hospital from the daycare center. I want you to listen to something. This happened around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The parents weren't notified until after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So for 2 hours, this little girl suffered, hand blistering up. And I don't know if you guys have ever been burned. Now, she suffered second-degree burns where her hand was heated up. When you start to get blisters and stuff, it still feels like your hand is on fire. They cannot tell me they did not see her hand looking like that. Look like that. And say, oh, she'll be all right. She crying. You can't calm down a 6-year-old enduring that much intense searing pain. When you're burnt like that, it still feel like you're on fire. There was adults there. You ain't look at her hand and say, damn, I know that got to hurt. Get her to the hospital and we will deal with the parents' anger and stuff because she needs help. Where was the aid to be rendered? She could have lost her hand. That's the first thing that fired me up. And I'm going to tell you, Mr. Porter, man, I got to give him respect. He a man. For real, he a man. Because he sat there and you could hear in his voice, it was bothering him. And he told me all these grisly details. Here's another thing I said in the video. He said, like, he has the video. And he was telling me in the video, the bottle woman was in the room. This girl is a teacher. Each set of students are assigned teachers. She went in the room. Bottle woman was on. Little Harper wasn't even crying. She was just holding her. So you got a 6-month baby just enjoying life, not crying or nothing. So she walked up to the bottle warmer, looked around to see if anybody was looking, stuck the baby's hand, leaned over, stuck the baby's hand in the warmer, not once, but twice. Didn't burn her good enough the first time, or didn't get the reaction. Had to do it again. You could have stuck your face in there, ma'am. I don't see how this woman did this and didn't think there was going to be no type of repercussions. Did you not think this little girl had family, a mother and a father? Here's another thing, guys, that I've learned. Little Harper has been going to that, was going to that daycare center for about 4 months. The lady came almost around the same time, Miss Salter, around the same time Harper got there, or a little bit after. And that's not the only issue that they were having as far as her hand getting burnt. He said it was other weird issues. One, he said, was a diaper rash issue. Said she would always have diaper rash. And they would go up there and they tell them, hey, listen, this is how you care for our daughter and all this other stuff. Gave them a tutorial on how to deal with their daughter. Said from Friday to Tuesday, they had to fight to get the diaper rash almost gone. And then it would come right back when she certain days. And they would have to fight this. He said it was making them go crazy because they're thinking something's wrong with their daughter. Neglect. What else? I got to look at this thing here. He said he called other media outlets and they wouldn't take the story because they said, oh, Fox did the story already. See that? See that? Why would you not put the story out? This is a good story. A victim that can't speak needs their voice, needs a voice. Put it out there. They didn't do it. Oh, Fox already did the story. So, I mean, we're not saying you haven't even. Then he wanted to tell his side as the father because the mother told what happened from her. A lot of people, when these stories happen and you have a woman on a TV crying and stuff, you don't know if it's a united front because I asked myself, hey, where's the father? Because, the media do that. They'll just have a woman in interview. And the lady said that they chopped a lot of the stuff out that included the man. See the game? And he felt cheated. So he wanted to talk. And he found out, I found him. He told me, bro, let me tell the story. You got it, man. You got it. Another thing that's messed up. Said another issue with them is this. They offered, she can stay there for free, and they offer some other intangibles. Why would you bring your baby back to a place that almost burned her hand off? They were talking about, we got to do a lot of vetting and better people. Yeah, you need to do a lot of firing too. From what he told me, that they admitted to him and the family, she had a mental issue. And she dealt with drug use. Why the hell is she around children by herself? Why? Now, I'm not saying, they said yesterday she had an issue with home. So that means she has a lot of what? Unsettlement. She should be an assistant, not a direct teacher where you give him responsibility. There's somebody that don't even got their stuff together. You see where I'm going with this? Where's the accountability and the responsibility? Watching children can result in a serious lawsuit such as this and your name getting dragged through the mud as a daycare center that's not dependable and unsafe for children. They kept the baby at daycare, never took the baby to the hospital. Waited for the mom to come and get the baby, so she suffered for 2 hours in searing pain. He said he was there at the hospital. They took a brush, them blisters on her hand, they had to pop the blisters and scrub all that dead skin off. Said they gave her a small dose of fentanyl, which bothered him, and it still had no effect. Said she screamed to the top of her lung, and he said all he had to do was sit there and endure it. He said he hold her. He said, man, it was a mess. Mother and father, child of love in between them, suffering, and they can't do nothing but hold her there and make her endure the pain that she shouldn't have had in the first place. Somebody left a good comment on that video yesterday. Ma'am, shout yourself out. I can't remember who you are because I got hit with a lot of comments, and I commend y'all. She said, Steve, not all women have a nurturing spirit. Sometimes when I talk and I do these stories, I speak the way I don't separate, different genders and stuff as far as, and she's right. But I figured you guys figure that out. When I make a statement, it's just a generalized statement. It's not like everybody. But anyway, listen, she's right. I know women that cannot stand children and don't have any children. I don't think it's odd. It's just a choice. I wonder if this woman right here, Miss Salters, had children. And I think she didn't. The things I can't get over is you burned this baby's hand and was saying, good job, like you're commending her for doing an achievement while causing destruction. What was you trying to build by destroying that? That is not any type of balance at all. You didn't think she had a mom and a dad that was going to see you or something? Here's the coup de grace, guys. I almost forgot before I got out of here. Check this out. They said this lady was not arrested immediately with the video camera and all that. They said they waited a week and then arrested her. Go figure. You got you on videotape torturing a child and they arrest you a week later? I don't understand how police investigations go, but he said, you know, they're listening to legal counsel, and he said it's hard for him not to want to do something. And he had to reiterate to me, sometimes, Steve, when you're doing these type, it's hard to sit here and endure. He said, little Harper is doing better. And I told him, I said, you know, you can feel good that even though she went through something traumatic, at 6 months of age, her neurons and all of that stuff in her brain are processing so fast, and she's growing. It'll go into her subconscious. Her PTSD will subside. That's the only good thing about this story. And also, I met a cool brother that's all right. This is an all right guy. Sir, I salute you. You get respect from me. The guy never cussed one time. We talked on the phone for about 2 hours. He a good dude. Real recognize real. This is a good guy. You let this child sit there and scream in pain for 2 hours. Unconsolable and uncontrollable, till the mom came. Never rendered real aid. Kind of people are y'all? In closing, I'm going to say this. Nobody will take care of your children the way you take care of them. But you would think in a place that's a daycare center, there would be more caring people there. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Justice for Harper.